Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another Restaurants Plus AI experiment. My name's Andy Cook. Today's experiment is going to be menu development, and I'll be using ChatGPT to show you how AI can be a creative collaborator. But since I'm already starting a process, I want to take it as far as I can. So today I'm taking it as far as giving me a social media marketing plan that I can use to advertise this dish. So let's jump over to ChatGPT and I'll show you how I've structured the prompt. Now, here we are in ChatGPT, and you can see I've given it two knowledge files and a few lines of instructions. The reason why prompting is important and knowledge files can be very helpful is what we want to do right from the onset is to give these large language models as much focus and direction as we can. And this will help us not only with the time saving, but it keeps the information that we want focused on what we want and going the direction that we want it to go. Let me break it down for you. First line I have here is analyze and understand the attached menu and current ingredients of my restaurant. Now, the reason why this is important is I want it to only give me suggestions based on the ingredients that I have. And I want to share the menu with it to give it not only inspiration, so it's thematically in line, but also so it's not trying to recreate things that are already there. So the reason why I've asked for 6 and not 1 is that I want to have a variety to choose from. I don't want to just take the first thing that it offers me. I want to see multiple copies, and I chose 6 so that I can have a range to draw from, but also maybe I've got 2 or 3 items that there's aspects of each one that I want to kind of combine together. I'm not going to do that today, but this is about creative brainstorming. And then finally, explain your creative reasoning with each suggestion. That is to give me an opportunity to gut check what comes across my screen, and so I can make sure that it is on the same track that I want it to be. And the last one I'm going to add right before your eyes is important. Only use ingredients that I have shared. I cannot make a dish with ingredients I do not have. The reason why I had to put that in there was because when I was running this experiment before I started recording, it kept offering me ingredients that I didn't have on my ingredient list, and it was ticking me off. And so I kept trying to get it to remember this about me, that when I run experiments like this within my profile, not to do it. And it couldn't quite understand what I was talking about. And so I almost started playing the mom role of I'm not angry with you, I'm just really disappointed. But then it occurred to me I should put it directly into the prompt. And when I did, I started seeing much better results. So there's a good pro tip for you right there. Let's see what it's offering. Vegan Southwest tofu, right there. Black bean scramble. There is no tofu on this. Sweet potato and avocado breakfast bowl. Avocado and black bean breakfast toast. Plant-based breakfast sandwich. Vegan potato hash with avocado and salsa. And avocado and sweet potato crepes. I think that the dish that I want to go with today is going to be the vegan potato hash with avocado and salsa. And so here's what I've done. Create a step-by-step recipe and guide useful for a restaurant, not a home kitchen. The reason why I did that is because I wanted to really zero in on that this is a restaurant and I don't need to preheat the oven, for instance. It may or may not do that, but that's where our hospitality instinct comes into play. It's giving us something to edit rather than having to create. So we're going to drop in the dish. We're going to hit send. And what we should start seeing here any second is that step-by-step guide. Okay, it's giving me a yield, so it's not trying to cook for 2 at home. It's giving me a prep time, cook time. Here's my ingredients. I want to scan these. So I've got avocado, half avocado. I think that for a prep cook, I might be using avocado paste. Maybe we'll put that in there in the next prompt. But yeah, so far so good. These ingredients are the ingredients that I'm using. That's great. Let's take it all the way down to the end. Final touches, presentation. Okay, I like what I see so far. I want my prep cooks to be using avocado pulp and not whole avocados. It's going to streamline the prep and cooking process. So there it is. Now I've updated it, memory updated. And so as we go from here on out, it's going to know that we have avocado pulp. So we can see right here. Let's get our next prompt in here. I want it to offer, I'll tell you what, I'll just show it to you when I get on the screen here. Boom. Offer 2 plating and garnish recommendations. Finish with 2 brief and appealing menu descriptions. This is more about having options to choose from. Again, we're still in that sort of creative brainstorming phase. And you can take what it gives you or throw away what it gives you. It doesn't matter. It's your restaurant. Okay, let's look at these menu descriptions real quick. Vegan potato hash with avocados and salsa. Crispy Yukon Gold potatoes, black beans, and creamy avocado pulp. Now, I don't like pulp, so I may call it whipped avocado, but you get where I'm going here, right? I'm going to drop this in here. Now be my social media manager and offer me 2 Facebook and 2 Instagram posts that feature this new menu item. I plan to give this item a budget of $20 to market the posts. Finish with a social media marketing plan for both Facebook and Instagram. Now we're going to let this start populating, and it just starts popping up. Close-up of the vegan potato hash with avocados and salsa, showcasing the golden potatoes, avocado pulp, salsa verde, and vibrant garnishes. Again, I don't like the term avocado pulp, but that's my job to fix it in post. Suggesting a call to action. I've got a couple Instagram posts with some captions. That's good. Now here we get into the budgeting. $20 divided evenly between Facebook and Instagram. The objective, increase awareness and drive engagement for the new vegan potato hash with avocado and salsa. It's telling us how much to pay for, boost post 1 for 5 days, where the demographic. Maybe I don't think 18 to 45 is the right range. Maybe I want to make 30. It's up to me, or it's up to you more specifically. And it gives us a justification at the end. By splitting the $20 budget equally amongst both platforms, the strategy will maximize the dish's exposure, etc., etc. Now let's imagine how we can level this up even further by, say, including your point of sale data and tasking the AI to focus on your highest volume items as inspiration for the new menu items that it's going to suggest for you. Or what if you have a loyalty program? You could pull some of your loyalty program data and market some specials specifically for some of your key regulars. Or sharing your bar menu for pairing suggestions that you can include in the menu or any promos that you're using to market some of these new ideas. Or how about you're adding some sort of a new ingredient or a temporary ingredient? You can use AI to help you come up with some of the specials that you're going to build around it, or for better cross-utilization. The options are not endless, but I'm sure that there are dozens and dozens that people more creative than myself are going to come up with, and I hope that when you do, you share them with me. All right, there you have it. In less than 10 minutes, we've taken an inspiration and idea and turned it into a full working draft of a new menu idea, from recipe to plating to menu descriptions, all the way through to a social media plan to market it to your guests. Now your job is to take that draft and perfect it for your diners and the skill level of your team, and then execute it. This has been Andy Cook with another Restaurant Plus AI experiment. Be sure to check the show notes or the article for a list of all the prompts that I use so you can run this experiment within your own restaurant. See you next time.